It's a problem that's been plaguing hundreds of South Florida homeowners. Tonight, a man who says Chinese drywall made him a prisoner in his own home may finally be getting some relief. News Channel 5's John Shaman has more on how this man's dream home became a real-life nightmare. John?
Roxanne, it's been 2 years since Bill Palsgraf first discovered the Chinese drywall in his home. Now he's hoping it will become part of a nationwide pilot program to determine how to resolve this problem once and for all. It's not the remodeling work Bill Palsgraf had planned on, but he knows it's needed. A Chinese drywall screening company is working inside his Port St. Lucie home. Like a sick patient, a video scope is sent up a bedroom wall. The culprit is eventually found, identified by its marking.
The particular company here is Knauf.
Knauf was one of a number of manufacturers whose drywall was emitting high levels of toxic gases in homes across the country. Normal U.S. drywall emits carbon disulfide at 0.01 parts per million.
The boards that came in my house, they were sitting at 40.9 parts per million.
You can see the damage done in Palsgraf's home. The copper wiring turned black, outlets and appliances stopped working, and Bill and his wife would get sick.
We both get itchy, irritated eyes.
A house Palsgraf bought for $231,000 is now appraised at just $29,000. But Palsgraf has some reason to be optimistic. A letter from his attorney last week indicated he could get his home included in a pilot program that's remediating 300 homes nationwide. It would be torn down to the studs and rebuilt exactly like it was, fancy furnishings included. And that's not the only good news that Bill's getting. In fact, he just got good news from his bank.
We just had our mortgage suspended for 6 months.
Palsgraf would get $22,000 to pack up and move for 3 months.
The hard thing is, who's going to go rent you a house for 3 months?
But that problem seems small compared to rebuilding his foundation.
I'm looking at turning around, having this house totally redone and livable again.
Palsgraf says his stepson has asthma and hasn't lived in the home for the past year. He'd like to move after the holidays and hopes to be back in the house by springtime. John Shaman, WPTV, News Channel 5.